Ooh, I don't know about that. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear us? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. I see we got Amy in the house. Anna. We have some Sammy in the house. We got Sheehan here. Let me see if you guys can hear me though. I can't hear a word you're saying.
Loud and clear, Andy.
Okay, very cool. All right, today what we're going to do is we're going to dive into some KVCORE stuff. Hopefully you guys know what KVCORE is. We spent a lot of money on that system. So check it out. Oh, recording in progress. I'm Italian. We don't like any witnesses, so this is the only time you'll hear me on recording. All right. Let me close this up. See if you guys can see my screen. What was that? Okay. All right. So we want to get into a couple of things here. Today's training, I know Tuesdays are usually about like contracts and kind of boring stuff, but we're going to mix it up a little bit. Today, we're going to go into some KVCORE, how to add people to your KVCORE, how to just generate some basic leads and what have you, and show you some stuff that you may or may not know. So if you're in class, I would say to get close to the screen as you possibly can. And we're just going to dive in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish the class today. One of my mentors, actually we did a class on converting, for rent by owners into, he's got 2 different paths he can take people. If he converts them either into a seller by doing a now is the time to sell pitch, or he converts them if they just don't want to budge and go to a seller mode. He converts them into, well, I really feel like you should be using a property management company, mainly because these renters are very savvy with the pandemic, and they're knowing how to squat in your house and not pay you any rent, okay? So if you go either way, I'm going to show you this in the end, 2 different avenues. You get a listing or you get a property management client. Now, what does a property management client do for you? Typically, what happened is Valerie, your property manager here at the office, will pay you, I believe, you got to get with her, it could be more, but I think it's $300 per property manager client that you send her. So you have an avenue to go through. You need to get a listing, or you make a quick $300. Okay, worst case scenario. All right. So we're gonna go over that in just a minute, but I want to dive into some stuff here for you guys. All right. So we're gonna go into your dashboard. Your dashboard on your KVCORE on the back-end system is going to show all the leads that you either generated or the company generated for you. Okay. Now, granted, I'm just gonna look at one here. Just hovering over, I can see that this particular lead is looking at a lot of rentals. Okay, looking at a lot of rentals, rental. But then you're going to get people asking questions. So what is this property? Is this still available? You really, this one's asking if they accept Section 8. you really need to respond to these questions. I cannot emphasize that. If you get a question, even if it's from a vendor, okay, let's say it's somebody asking, hey, I heard your brokerage is awesome and I really want to learn about your brokerage, and you just don't respond to them, what KVCORE does is it marks you as a lazy agent. Oh, time out. We need to get her set up with some cartoons.
She has my phone.
Is she good?
Okay, yeah.
You sure? Okay.
She has YouTube on there.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. So basically, you do not want KVCORE to deem you as a lazy agent, because what happens is once you get designated as a lazy agent, it's very hard to come back from that. You have to do a lot of work. You got to show KVCORE that you're actually active on the system, and what have you. Okay. The way to kind of jumpstart and get your system really cranking is there's two things. One, you go to your support and training area. You go to your courses over here. And then you go to Agent Quick Start, okay? If they see that you have done this entire course and you've completed it, there's usually a certificate that you'll get at the very end of it. Then what's gonna happen is, as long as you're active and you log into your KVCORE at least once a day, or you have your app and you're responding. So I have right now 6 notifications to do. I have past due. I got these ones that I have to follow up with, okay? You never wanna hit snooze. You always wanna either call, email, or do something from your KVCORE system. Don't be calling directly from your phone, okay? What you want to do is you want to call directly from the KVCORE system, so it will designate you as you responded to this particular lead. Then what it does, just so you know, is it's going to say, okay, well, this agent's using KVCORE. Hey, I just got a lead that came in on the company website, winningrealty.com. It wasn't this agent's website. It came in on the company's website. I see that they're active on their KVCORE. I'm going to give them a crack at that lead. Okay? So by you getting active with your KVCORE and putting in leads, putting in stuff so that you have access to be able to call people and what have you, and the system determines that you're not lazy, you're going to get free leads from the company. Okay? So that's food for thought for you to really crank on right there. So your dashboard, I'm going to dive into this. Your dashboard is where all your activity is, okay? You can go through and you can click on something called hot leads right here, and it'll show you leads that you should definitely be calling. It has an algorithm that goes through and says, these are people that are super active and they're ready to go, and we should be converting the renters into buyers, okay? I don't know if you're out there doing rentals, but if you are, it's kind of a waste of your time, to be honest with you, unless you're really cranking them and building a database. We have an avenue to turn renters into buyers. So you need to give them a shot to do that. Use your hedge funds to be able to turn them into buyers, okay? All right, moving on, we're gonna get into your smart CRM. Your smart CRM, mine's gonna look a little different than yours. I will show you. Okay, cool. Now, one thing that I did, I'm a weird broker. I don't want to be able to see your leads. And the only reason I don't want to see your leads is because when I left Keller Williams, my leads were stolen. When I put my leads into their database, they literally, when I left them, they were trying to call my leads and steal my leads. When I joined KVCORE, my biggest stipulation is that I cannot see any leads that are generated by an agent, okay? If it's generated by an agent, I don't want to be able to see it. It's going to show as private lead. I can't click on it. But if it's generated by the company, for example, let's say it's through our social media or something, and it was given to an agent, at that point, I can see the lead, granted, okay? So here's one, for example, generated by the company. It looks like it was given to an agent, Taylor, okay? Bam. So you can go through and see that Taylor is pretty active on her KVCORE, and she's getting leads because of her activity, all right? So I can quickly see how active, how good of a lead this one is. Now I want you to understand the rating system and how it works. KVCORE has a rating system. Now, you can manually manipulate it, and you can make your own stars based on your beliefs, but KVCORE goes through and it'll put a star rating based on what it feels is the activity of that lead, okay? If you get a 3 or a 4 star, you should be calling those people almost every day, okay? You need to call them until they file a restraining order. I'm not even kidding. They buy or they die in this house. But that's how that works. Now, if it's only a 0 star or a 1 star, I let KVCORE work on them. I don't really get involved until the KVCORE pumps in as, hey, this is a 3 or a 4-star. If you see a 5-star, they have asked a buying question. Okay, that's what that means. 5-star means they asked something that the AI and the technology of the system has deciphered as they're ready to buy. Or the AI has picked up that they have gone to Zillow, they've gone to Realtor.com, they have cookies placed on their computer, and it's literally stalking them from buying sites. Okay? If they come to your site with all those cookies on their computer, it's going to say, hey, this is the cookie monster time, we got to cash in, and it's now time for them to buy. All right? So it's going to give them a higher rating than others.
You set it up like where you can see what people are viewing, like the property.
That's on your dashboard. It's actually right here too, though. Let's just look at one that I can see. So this is actually a seller. This seller lead just came in last night. I was gonna pass this out. So here we go. But bam. So if you click into their system, okay. And I don't want you really to see this because this is somebody else's lead, but shit, and I can't scroll away from there. Okay. Shit. All right. My bad. I'm just showing someone else's lead. My bad. Just ignore that. It's a rental anyway, you don't want it. So 1,300, I can see everything that they've clicked on. Okay, now this agent is very good at converting them into buyers. Okay, but bam, so I can see this is actually really stalker shit right here. Their KVCORE came in, their quality was excellent. They found their real name. That's their real name. They're between 30 and 39. They're a female. They're living in Los Angeles. It even found their Twitter profile. So I can actually now send them on Twitter and tweet with them, hey, it's time to look at houses. Let's get back to that. Bam, 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 bam. Okay? So you can follow them, you can stalk them. But this is actually a really cool feature. If you click this little, what is it, like an award? It'll run a validation. So if you have a lead that's missing stuff, okay, by clicking on that, it'll run a new validation. And sometimes it'll find their Facebook, their Instagram, and stuff like that.
Oh, wow.
Okay, it should be illegal because you're totally CIA at that point. but you're being able to grab all their stuff, okay, and find them, and now you can have an educated conversation. The thing that my eyes go to is right here. Based on their search, I can see that they're interested in 2-bedroom, 2-bath, and they're right around $1,500. So I can see that they're looking at rentals, 2-bedroom, 2-bath, bam. I can also see that they initially signed up. They were active 3 hours ago, so they're pretty active on our site, and they came in through the direct company website. So they came in through winningrealty.com, and they were sorted out to this particular agent because she was active on her KVCORE. So your wheels should be spinning right now. If you're going out there and paying for leads, and you literally have a KVCORE, and we're passing out probably 30 leads a day, okay? Literally 30 leads a day are going out. If you're not active on your KVCORE, you're literally wasting money paying for leads because we're trying to hand leads to agents that are active. Food for thought.
So basically, you just got to start adding all your
yeah, add in some contacts so you're getting some calls to be done, okay? And just shoot them a message here and there. Basically, hey, one cool thing that I would definitely do is try to get people's birthdays. Try to get their anniversaries, okay? Because this system will go through and shoot them happy anniversary, happy birthday, and they're gonna think that it's you, okay? It's just your system. It shoots them like a really cool, and it's different every year. So it won't be something boring like happy birthday. It's gonna be, I hope you guys have a really good birthday, or maximize your birthday, and it's different. So next year when they get another text, it's gonna be a totally different happy birthday text.
Can you put all your leads on campaigns?
I have a generated standard to do that. So what she's asking was the question is campaign. So example, let's just look at this one really quick. I have my campaign set up very, very standard. So if they come in and they're marked as a buyer, for example, okay, and I know they're a rental, I'll just click rental and it'll switch up their campaign automatically. Now, if you get some people that try to sneak in as a vendor, okay, where they're like, hey, I'm a title company, I want you to use me, blah, 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 blah. I mark them as vendor and it gives them the cold shoulder. Okay. If they're an agent, if I mark them as agent, it's gonna set them up to get recruited messages. Okay, so it's literally like, oh, done, and then they get recruit messages. It's pretty cute. So you don't have to deal with any of that. And mind you, if they go through and they mention your name at the recruit meeting, guess who gets the residual income? Oh, boom. Okay. Residual income is very fun. You make money when you're sleeping. All right. So that is your CRM. Now the one thing I forgot to show you really quick is get into here. So this is your smart CRM, okay? Over here on the right-hand side is where you add a contact, all right? Now, let's say that you only have the address. Like I've seen this one come in last night. I'm just cancel this really quick. Are you sure? Yes, cancel. This one came in last night, 2557 Tarrytown Avenue, okay? It looks like it was assigned to me because it didn't generate properly. Take a look. So this would be one that I would, who wants the listing real quick? Just raise your hand.
I'll take that.
Who is first?
I'll take that.
Who is first? Who is honestly first?
Raphael.
Oh, okay. So rock, paper, scissors really quick. So you just say it out loud. Just say it out loud. One. Wait, Raphael, it's you and another guy here in the office. Just say it out loud what you're calling. You don't gotta do the hands. Just say on the count of three. Ready? 1, 2, 3, go.
Scissors.
He said scissors. rock, okay, we got it. Okay, so here's what I want you to do. You're gonna reach out to the assistant, tell them you want a home book done for this address, okay? And then you're gonna run this home book. You're also gonna have them do a CMA email. You're gonna run the home book and the CMA email, okay, to the people directly. You're gonna literally drop it off at their door, ring their doorbell, say, hey, you did a home valuation request on my website. I wanted to let you know that my team put this book together for you. They also went through and did a CMA report for you. If you're really interested in getting some valuation or listing, I don't know, I wanted you to have all this information. And then when they say, hey, what's this home book about? You can go through, you can open it up, it has your copy of your deed, it has valuation. I have determined in my expertise that I think that we should list your house at this price. There. If you're serious, here's my card. If you're really serious, let's do the listing right now and get it done. Okay? That's what I would do. I would literally run a home book right through the address. Yep. So this came through last night on the website. Sometimes you can get lucky. You can click this, it'll find their phone numbers and stuff. No, it didn't do anything. It didn't find anything. So basically, all I have is the address. They requested a valuation. So that's where it's at. So I'll transfer this lead to you really quick.
Just gotta go to KVCORE.
Yeah. So you're gonna go to your assistant, have your assistant do a home book, run the home book directly to them. Where's transfer? My eyes aren't working. Here we go. Thomas, bam, good to go. All right, so that is, now we're gonna get back into this really quick. So add a contact. You guys should all have the app on your phone. If you do not, you are missing out. KVCORE will learn how you talk to people, and it's gonna update your like your scripts and stuff. So instead of it saying boring shit, it's gonna start to talk like you do. Okay, mine says y'all a lot. It's weird. Okay, how y'all doing? I'm like, do I really sound country like that? Like for real? God, I'm a city slicker turning into a country boy. It's weird. So first name, last name, you have to have that for a lead. Their email, try to get that. Cell phone, try to get that. Now it's gonna ask you here, do you have permission to contact these people? You're always gonna click yes, yes, yes. Okay, if you click leave these on no, it will not let the auto emails, it will not let the texts go out, it won't let anything go out. Okay, so you want to make sure all those are yes. If you know where they live, put that in, because what it's going to do is it's going to send them valuations automatically. Okay, if you have an address. What type of, is it a buyer, is it a seller, is it a renter, is it a vendor, is it an agent? What's their status? Are they from your sphere? Are they a new lead? Are they an active lead? Are they a prior client? Are they in contract currently with you? Did you already close them? Okay. Based on what you put there is what it's going to do. And then lead source. How did you get this lead? Is it from a lead source such as Zillow, Realtor? You put that lead source in there. If it's not already in there, just write it in and hit enter. It'll create the lead source for them. Okay. And lead owner. Who's the owner of this one? You should only be able to see you. Okay. Smart campaign. Do you want to have a smart campaign created for them? I usually do default active buyer. I know there's 2 of those in there, but you can do whatever you want. All right. And do you want a lender to be tagged on this? We have some lenders that are in our system already. If your lender that is preferred is not in our system, you can add them by messaging Craig. He can add the lender. Okay. If you have a particular lender that you love. Do you want the lender to be CC'd, yes or no? Okay. And any notes that you want to write about that particular lead, you write here. When you click on the lead, the note's going to be at the very top to remind you. Now, mind you, when you have a database of like 30,000 people, you need notes. You're a human. There's no freaking way. Okay. You're going to look at Paul D. You're going to look at Paul R, Paul Q, Paul F, Paul. You're going to, which fucking Paul is? You know. So you need to make proper notes to be like, oh my gosh, this is the guy that I met at the grocery store that wants to buy the house. Okay. Be detailed with your notes because it's going to help you remember. Your goal as agents, and you guys got to understand this, you have two ways to retire in this business. Two ways. One, you create a team, okay, and you have people generating income for you on the regular. Two, you get to a stage when you're like 70 years old and you built this freaking stupid database, okay, and you pass it to this young gun that's good in the market, and you take a residual income off of every deal they close.
Or three, you marry rich.
Or three, you marry, yeah, or three, you marry rich. So you really have two avenues as an agent to retire. Your database needs to be hella strong, hella easy for someone else to pick it up and say, oh my gosh, these are the notes. This is how I close this person, okay? And if you are very good with that, you will have a nice stream of residual income coming to you long after you're done with this world. Cool beans? All right.
Question. So once you set up the client, right? With
yeah.
Then that's how they start receiving the
messages and texts and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the listings as well.
So listings are a little different. That's over here.
Like if they're buyers and they're like, that's how they review the properties. And
yeah. So basically, this is just setting them up as a contact.
Okay.
Once they're a contact, then you're going to do something different. And that's what I wanted to show you next. But before, let me cancel this out. So this is setting up a contact that you have their phone number and their email and all that good stuff.
Yeah.
What if you only have their address? What do? Well, you use your system. It's called I only have an address. You fill out their name if you have it, their address, okay, and what they are to you, probably likely a seller, okay? Then you fill in what you know, and then the system will try to find any missing information. It's total CIA. I kid you not, okay? So bam, like in this particular case, this lead was generated, this Terrytown that I gave you, it was the person came to the website, it was generated, but the system wasn't able to pull any like information, phone numbers, emails, so it freaks out and it just says, Randy, what do you want me to do with this lead? And that's usually when I pass them out manually. But I do want you to understand the big thing here is that we are one of the only brokerages in town that has a KVCORE where I cannot, as a broker, see your leads. I don't want to see your leads. I don't want to ever have on my conscience that my freaking email was hacked, okay, and somebody got in and was able to see your leads. They can get in all day long and all they can see is me, okay, my leads. But your leads will never be vulnerable because of a mistake that I made. I'm very weird about that, all right. Any questions with that so far on Zoom?
No questions.
Oh, okay, I even signed it. Okay, good. So I did. I'm like, oh my gosh, I was just talking, totally forgot. All right, so very cool. So let's dive into one really quick. So let's dive into this one, Terrytown. All right, this is the lead that we just gave away. What you're going to have the ability to do is do something called alerts. Alerts, you can set up 2 different alerts for a client. Now, real quick, who uses their MLS to set up alerts? Okay, good. I'm glad that you're on it. I don't. I want them using my system. I want them all on my system, and I want them staying away from any other site. Okay. Have you ever got that email from an agent saying, "Hey, your client populated in my search thing as a reverse prospector"? You never got one of those? Okay, they send them out. Basically, they're in essence selling the agents to buy products and stuff based on what your clients are searching for. I don't like to be sold anything. So I put all my stuff into one system, my KVCORE. And the cool thing with this system is as soon as the listing comes live on the MLS, okay? It doesn't populate for about, I would say, 30 minutes to an hour, okay? That's 30 minutes to an hour on the MLS after it goes live, okay? It's not instant. A lot of people think it's, oh, it's instant. As soon as it goes live, it's instant. It shows it's active, but it doesn't show, it doesn't push those to all those other sites that are out there. Bam. As soon as they go instant on the MLS, the KVCORE system has an instant on our site. So what does that do for you? If they're searching on like Zillow, Realtor.com, and stuff like that, and they're seeing stuff an hour after the fact, and your client's able to get in there that first minute, you're having an hour jump over everyone to be able to write an offer quicker. You follow me? Okay. So using your KVCORE system, it's going to get you that extra jump, and they're going to be able to see instantly the second something changes or the second a price reduction comes on. Okay. Bam, it's instant to the second. So the cool thing is you can set up searches just like you do on the MLS. You can draw on the map. Okay. I want areas of, oh, for a second I thought it was showing Florida. I'm like, what? So I want this area right here. Bam. So bam, 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 bam. Apply selections. Okay, cool. So now that area is selected. I want condos, commercials, just like your MLS. And mind you, your assistants can do this for you. Price range, max to max, bedrooms, they set all that up. Keywords, I want horses. I don't know, horse, blah, whatever it is. Okay. Options, I want fixer-uppers, 55 and olders, horse properties right there, so I probably wouldn't do that. Water view, views, all these different items, okay? And then I want frequency. ASAP is the one you want selected. The second something comes on the market, they're going to be able to see it. Okay. I usually just do KVCORE. You could do both if you want, but I really think you're going to get a lot of disconnects. They're going to get bombarded. But the cool thing is they're going to get a KVCORE with all of that stuff, and then like 30 minutes later, they're going to get the MLS one. It's really bad. It's not instant on the MLS at all. And you think it would because the source is the MLS. Yeah. But the source pushes stuff out to these .coms first that pay them, okay? I don't know if you know that. Zillow, Realtor.com, these companies pay the MLS, so the MLS has to go through, track it to go into their system, and then they release it to the public, okay? Their goal is to make money. That's how the MLSs make money off of us and those companies. But with this system, since we're paying it for you, it grabs instantly from those systems. Okay? Food for thought. You got to follow the trail of money. It's a sad world we live in.
KVCORE doesn't have as many options as MLS does.
Well, that is true. I will give you that. So options, you are kind of limited here. Fixer-upper, new builds, open houses, water views, stuff of that nature. But what they did to counter that, because that was a request that I had, is now they have keywords. Okay? So if there's something like seller financing, you put that in there. Okay? Seller financing will now show all the sellers. You got to kind of think the word that is being used in the MLS. Okay? So seller financing. It's not owner financing, it's known as seller financing. If you punch in owner financing, nothing will populate. If you punch in seller financing, you'll get all the seller financing.
So as it's stated in the MLS.
Yeah. You kind of have to know, and that's why your assistants are always being trained on it. It's like a 24-hour training.
Yeah.
They have to know how the MLS does it, and those keywords will not populate. Every single keyword that the MLS has, we have. It's just they labeled out some as options. Okay. The other thing that's kind of fighting us is we have KVCORE in Florida as well as here. Okay. So some of the options, they have to be uniform with both MLSs. So open houses, adult 55, like Florida and Nevada uses those items.
Yeah.
Now we're also branching into California, which we just launched with Sheehan last week. So now you're going to notice your options may get a little bit shorter because they have to be threesome uniform now. Okay. Now anything that you want that's not in your option list, keywords is where it's at. Cool beans? Keywords. And by you doing this alert, by you setting this alert, As soon as something that matches that item, they're gonna get an email, they're gonna get a text, they're gonna get, I don't think they do phone calls anymore, but they will get texts of, hey, this property came on, this property came on, this property came on. Bam, 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 and it's instant.
With all the criteria that you put, right, for them,
Yeah.
they're looking for.
Cool. Any questions? Could you guys hear anything over? I just realized I was moving a lot in this chair and it's making so much freaking noise. Did you guys hear any of that? I apologize. On Zoom, Yuguchi?
Yes, yes, we did. Yes, we did.
I'm trying,
Yes, heard
I'm
it.
trying to stand very still now. All right, very cool. So you guys got that going on for you. All right. So you have that. You have an area called, I just want to dive into one really quick. Let's do a lead.
What you just did now, that was setting there for the campaign.
What's that?
What you just did now was that you're setting up a client on a campaign to be receiving.
Yeah, so I set them up on, they call it an alert. So a campaign is totally different than an alert. An alert is setting them up so they get bombarded with all the newest and greatest reductions, properties that come to the market. A campaign is different. A campaign is on your texting and on your emailing system. It's what it says to the client. Okay, so a campaign, you got to train your brain. A campaign is instead of how y'all doing. Okay, on this fine Sunday. Okay, you can customize the verbiage to say whatever you want. There's now a new feature which I was going to get into. Yeah, automated follow-up. Yep, it's all AI. It'll learn how you talk. It's pretty sick. But the cool thing is now they just rolled out something which I was going to get into for you. If I could find it here, is it under Marketplace? Let's see, Add-on Manager, it could be here. Yeah, so BombBomb. Our plan has where you can do 10 videos every single month. Okay, so you can literally get a phone and instead of sending a boring email, you can send 10 video messages for completely free to a client. Okay, so yeah, so right now you have 10 for free. You can just go in here, you can click on it and bam. If you want unlimited, so if you really want to take your KVCORE to the next level, we've negotiated, so instead of you paying $39 or $49 directly through BombBomb, I have it set up for all of our agents. They can get it for $30 a month. You can customize your email sendings and your text sendings. Instead of it being like words, it'll now shoot video messages that you pre-recorded directly to your clients. Okay. You really want to take your KVCORE to the next level. There's a cost behind it. I believe we got it down. I think they said that they were updating it. Upgrade to premium, see what it is. Yeah, it's not, let's check it out. It's $30. If you go directly to BombBomb, for example, BombBomb.com. Oh, I cannot type. Pricing. Yeah, it's in your marketplace. BombBomb pricing. Here we go. They have it set up for an initiation fee. Then they have $49 is the one that we're getting. $69 if you do it monthly. So you can get everything because we have the plus plan. Everything that you want. Mass sending is one that we have. Team management, we have that. So if you do run a team, you have that ability. But they would sell it to you for $49 a seat or $69 billed monthly. So if you want to pay 49 times 12 up front, you can do it that way, or you can do it $69 a month, or you can come into our KVCORE and you'll get the exact same thing, no annual cost, literally just a $30 a month fee, and you could really take your KVCORE to the next level. So instead of texting, hey, I wanted you to look at this property, hey, take a look at this property, damn, it's a freaking video, or I wanted to wish you guys a happy birthday, happy anniversary. Really take your KVCORE to a personal level, okay? It's an option. I was just negotiating shit, and I hounded them on this one, and all of our agents get it for $30. So a nice little touch for you guys if you want that. All right, where was I? Where's KVCORE? There it is. All right, moving on. So that's called BombBomb. BombBomb. It was really bad because my little one was hearing me negotiate on the phone with the KVCORE people. And she goes, BombBomb? I'm like, I'm going to get called to the principal's office because she's saying BombBomb in school now. I'm like, damn, dang. you gotta watch what you say to kids. They listen, you know. Crazy. So you have that. You also have over here build landing pages, squeeze pages. We went into that. Call and text captures. We went into that. You can get more leads. They have a lead service on here, which is really cool. Get leads right here. If you want seller leads, you can get those. If you want to build your brand with automated farming in a certain zip code, it's called Nosy Neighbor. You pick the zip code you want, you pay a small fee, and they do all the marketing, postcards, and stuff for you, okay? We're in a stage now in the market where sellers, you want to list to last, okay, in this market. You want to be able to go through and get listings. If you are only focusing in on buyers, you're shooting yourself in the foot. You really need to try to get listings, because listings will generate buyers and more listings. Okay?
How much are the salary?
I have no idea. They're all over the board. You pick a zip code and it tells you the cost for that zip code. But they do have crazy ROI. I know that. I know a couple agents use them. So you have that. You also have Google branded retargeting, which is really cool. If you have let's say you have a database that doesn't have, you haven't really worked it. Okay, you haven't really done a lot with the database. You have a crazy database. Well, they will go through, put all those databases into a Google retargeting thing, and now whenever any of those people go to like Amazon, you know those advertisements on the side, those advertisements on the top, like they're called banners, I think they're called. They're going to start seeing your face. And the cool thing is the cost for that is literally 0.001 every time that shows up. Okay, so it's less than a penny. So every time they show up, 10 of those equals 1 penny. So you'll get a bill at the end of the month for like 12 bucks, and you showed up 12,000 times. Pretty crazy. Okay, so it's probably one of the cheapest ways to market. It's called Google Display Branding Retargeting. Okay, branded retargeting. We have an agent that's getting into this, and their goal is, I gave them a list of every single realtor. I have a list of all the realtors. I have a list of all their emails, kind of crazy where they live, phone numbers, and we gave them to this agent, and they're doing this targeting to try to bolster their what do you call that, residual income. So food for thought. So every time they go to shop for something on Amazon, it's going to be, hey, join Winning Realty. Interesting. You have a whole bunch of really cool tokens and plugins here, okay? API thanks. This is a really cool thing. I did negotiate with them a while back. Let's see if it's still here. You get 10 mailers, I think, for free every month on this one too. Well, they will literally go through and snail mail, handwriting, okay, whatever message you want to write. I think it's 10 for free every month, something I negotiated. But this is really cool if you want to go through and farm expires and for sale by owners, okay? Because you already have the address on the for sale by owners of Zillow, right? You can go through and say, hey, just for you, I want to do something really cool. I see that you listed it on Zillow. I love the fact that you're trying to maintain your equity and not listing with an agent, but I want to give you a really cool option, okay? If you want to list with me, I'll charge you a flat fee of, let's say, $900 bucks, or $1,000 bucks in that case, right? You have to pay the $495 to the assistant to go through and handle all the assistant work, but you make a quick $400 or $500 bucks to do nothing. You get paid up front. Food for thought. This is an avenue for you to do it. Thanks.io. I believe you get 10 of these per month, so you should definitely be using it. Okay. So that's an option for you guys right there. MailChimp is a really cool system to make sure that your email is not getting marked as spam. If you're sending a shit ton of emails out and you're using your email system as a mailing system, you may get marked as spam and people may not get your offers. You have to go to their spam box to get your offers. MailChimp masks your email with one of their emails, so it still looks like it's coming from you, but it's done through some masking. But they can go through, you can pump in a whole bunch of your contacts, and it'll generate mailers to them if you want to do crazy mailers. Never heard of this Intrix drive time? Never heard of this? This is something new. They're always adding new stuff. Transaction Desk was just integrated to KVCORE, okay? So we do have some ways that you can transact and sync your transactional data directly in, all right? So that's pretty cool. KVCORE is what I was just telling you guys about, powered by BombBomb. If you sign up for that bomb at $30 a month, let us know, okay? Because if 5 people sign up, we get a little discount. So instead of you paying 30, I think it goes down to like 25. Okay? So if you sign up, let us know so that we know to really hound them to get you guys that discount. All right. Testimonial tree is a really cool feature. Testimonial tree, you put in your solds, it'll go through and hound them to get you positive reviews on YouTube, on Google, on Facebook, on Yelp, and a few other websites. Okay, that's your testimonial tree. Basically, you put in your solds, you put in people that you think would leave you a positive review. Don't put a client in that you know is nasty. So bam, so you have that ability, testimonial tree. All this stuff is built into your marketplace. Okay. One of the things that I do love about this is something called slide dial. You can do this directly from your KVCORE lead source, but it's a voicemail drop. I don't know if any of you guys have those long-winded clients that'll keep you on the phone for hours at a time. Okay. You don't want to talk to them. You just want to get your message across and be gone. Okay. So what you can do is this system will allow you to record a voicemail. It'll ring their phone as a missed call, and it'll drop the voicemail. So you don't even have to talk to them. Okay, it's so bad, I know. But I have they're like grandmas to me. They're like, oh, Randy, how you doing? And before I know it, my day is gone. I'm like, I started this call at noon. Oh my God, it's like 4. It's like 4. Yeah, my phone broke. That's why I didn't answer. It's terrible. Mass emails. It depends on how you're sending them. How are you sending them?
Well, it could be like just an email.
What about for Halloween or something like
Or open house in that area, or.
Oh, okay. So
in this area.
So what you would do is there's 2 ways to do that. Okay. And that's a great question. What you need to do is you need to get in touch with your title girl. Your title girl, you want to have her give you a CSV file. It has to be a CSV. Excel. I think they can work with Excel as well. Okay. So then what you want to do is you want to go to down here to your chat area. This is a little hidden gem that we have. Okay. You're going to go to your chat area. You're going to message them. Send us a message right here. Okay. Send us a message. Oh my gosh. Just cover up the thing. Send a message. And there's a way that once you get talking to them, okay, say, hey, I have this farm of this zip code that I'm doing an open house on this day on. Okay. I need all of these leads. They're going to ask you to import the leads. They're going to send you like a file or an email to send them to. Okay. You send them to them. They're going to import the leads, but you got to learn from my mistake. You need to tell them that I want the leads to be labeled as this farm or this zip code or this open house. Something that you can determine that lead is from that import. Okay? Because when they did one for me, they literally imported it, and I couldn't tell a lead from a year ago from the lead that they just imported. You know what I mean? It needs to be denoted as something. And then once you have that, you're going to go to your Smart CRM. You're going to go to My Contacts. Smart CRM, Contacts. Okay, cool. And then you're going to do Mass Email.
You go there?
Mass Email. I think you have to select them. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you do.
Okay.
And then you do Mass Email. Okay. And then you select, you have templates that you can create, what have you. I do see that some of the people have unsubscribed from email, totally fine. Template, you pick the one you want, or you can create your own. You can also put in a video here with the embed method. Learn this embed method, okay? And basically you can just go Google how to import a video, how to embed a video, what's the code. Then you learn this, you put in the video from YouTube, it'll put it as a nice like image. Then you can send this out to whoever you want to do. Okay? So that's how you do it. Mass email. That's one way to do it really, really fast. The proper way is if you're doing thousands and thousands and thousands, is go through and subscribe to MailChimp. It'll take it to cost you $10 a month. But then you send them the content, they'll build the whole email for you, and then they'll mail it out. MailChimp. Yeah, they'll email it all out
So
for you.
once you have the CVS you said, you send it to them?
Yep. If you want to add it to your list of contacts, if your goal as an agent is to be building your database. Your database is your future retirement. Okay? Because when you are said and done with this world, like I was saying, I don't think you were here, is your database, you're going to be able to, let's say you're 70 years old, right? And you're done with real estate. But you have a database of 100,000 people. You're going to be able to go to some young bucks, okay, probably Mike Perez. And you're going to be like, hey, I want 30% of any deal you close, okay? Yeah, I'm going to keep my license active, but I'm not working. Here's my database. Any deal you close, I want 30%. And you sit and live the retired life on the docks of the Maldives. Just enjoying yourself. A CSV or an Excel, that's just a type of file. Okay. I'm just gonna click on one really quick. They were marked as an agent.
The
Yeah.
CVS that I got for my title people.
CVS? Or Walgreens?
The one that I got from the title, I send it to them so that they can import it in KVCORE?
So you send it to, okay, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna go down and send us a message right here.
Right.
Okay. You give them a click, they're gonna message you, ask the question typically, hey, I need you guys to import my list of my contacts. Bam, once you do that, they're gonna usually go through and send like this little, it's like a little upload box where you can upload it right in the chat. Okay. Sometimes if you get an old school chat agent, there was like one or two, they'll say, or if it's a long list, let's say it's like 30,000 people. They usually want it via an email because it's probably too big for their system. But bam, you upload it, they'll upload it on your behalf. Then you can start hounding them however you want to do it. A blast of a text, a blast of an email. Yeah, bam. The other cool thing is this. Okay, let's say you do have a list of clients. Okay, let's say you want to go through and you want to add them to your rapid fire calling system. So what you're going to do is you're going to go through, and I think you have to do it from your phone. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to do it from your phone. Let's see, more actions, add a call. So by you selecting all the people here on the right hand side or left hand side, and you click add call, okay, it's going to add all of those people and it's going to rapid fire call them. It's going to call one, yeah, and it's going to move to the next one. It's going to call one, move to the next one, call one, move to the next one. It's built into your system. You have a dialer built in. A lot of agents don't even know that. Okay. The other thing that's really cool, and those of you that are on Zoom are not going to be able to see this, but if you go open up your KVCORE app, KVCORE mobile, okay. Oh, and this should be fun. I don't know my username, but if you did, there's another way to have your phone system also be a dialer. Okay, so it'll rapid fire, it'll move to the next one. The only thing it doesn't do yet, which I'm trying to get them to do, it doesn't drop voicemails. Okay, like Mojo would drop the voicemail and let you move to the next one. This one you have to literally say something and then move to the next one, or you can just move to the next one and not do a voicemail, which is kind of silly. I would just do a voicemail, you know. But on your phone app, you have a built-in dialer as well. And the cool thing is, by you doing that, it's marking you as a very active agent in KVCORE, and guess who's getting free leads now? The boss. Okay? You want to capitalize on those leads, especially those free ones. All right? The other thing that you want to do is blog posts. If you're not doing blog posts, you're shooting yourself in the foot, because it's a free way to get people to your website. Okay? A blog post, you literally click on it, it'll bring you to a spot where you can go through and write a blog, okay? Or create a blog. Oh, this is now in my way. A blog is just a blip about how the market's doing. Just write something, okay? Or copy something from realtor.com of what they're saying that the market's doing, and then add your 2 cents. Maybe do a video as well, okay? Credit, you got to credit whoever you steal shit from. Okay. Realtor.com is saying this. All right.
Go to your IG, everybody.
Yeah, everyone's an Instagram person. But the cool thing with this system is when it goes through and it generates you people to go to your site. okay? So now they're coming to your site, they're seeing you as the source, and the really cool thing with the blog post, I don't know how it's doing it, what it's doing, but it's posting those right to Google. So when people search for something, the market in Vegas, if they're like coming up almost at the top, it's like stupid, they give them so much power, I have no idea why. So if you have a video in there that's from YouTube, you gotta think, Google loves Google products. We use Gmail for a reason, okay? Our winning realty email is back through Gmail. So we use that because it boosts our SEO, okay? There's freaking sharing it. But YouTube, agents that are using YouTube are getting free SEO. They're getting pushed to the top. So if you're not using YouTube, you need to get with Reggie today and start doing some YouTube. But once you do a YouTube, in this ad post area, you need to integrate in your blog that YouTube video, okay? So now Google is going to see, okay, this is a really cool post, and it has a YouTube video. Let me push that to the top. Huh? I don't know, but I know Tamar does, and I know a few other agents that are producing it. Yeah, a couple of agents are doing it, but pretty cool. So I would definitely get into there. I would definitely play with that as well. I wanted to get into something really quick, and then I'm going to move on to the next part of my training. I'm just going to click into this one, Hot Tamala. Hot Tamala was generated. I don't know who this is. Right?
I'm thinking of Cardi B.
Oh, I thought this was talking about wraparound porch. Wraparound porch. It's the WAP, the wraparound porch. She's groomed that song for life. All right, moving on. So a lot of you guys know this, some of you guys don't, but if it's a listing within our office and you find those by going to marketing, company listings right here. All right, let's just click on one really quick. We have here's one, Spicy Merlot. All right, so give it a click. If it's one of ours, you can post it to Craigslist. All right, and basically what that means is you just click post to Craigslist, post to Facebook, post to Twitter. You can literally post with one click. You click the button, post to Craigslist. It's going to go through and do it all for you. And it should be done. Are you okay? Yeah. Dying behind us? Dying behind us?
The chair, your chair.
So I'm not doing anything. It's doing it all for us. And what it does is going to make sure the license info, where is it grabbing this from? On the little thing at the very top, right-hand corner up here, once you set up the add-on to Chrome, you must make sure it says licensure info is put into this area right here. If you do not have, or if that's blank, if you do a Craigslist post and it's blank, it doesn't have the information that's required for a proper posting, which is your name, your license number, and your brokerage. Those are really the items that are required. The extracurricular items are the realtor logo and the fair housing. Those are not mandatory. Those are just extracurricular that is pretty good to have, okay? But bam, so you have those items. This is a legit post, ready to go. And when they text this information to this right here, I'll generate a lead. Pretty easy. By hitting publish, that is the lazy way to do it. Doesn't matter. As long as it's one of our brokerage listings, you don't have to put courtesy up.
Okay.
We've all agreed that we help each other. We're a big family. We help each other. So if you get a listing, they're allowed to post it. If you do a reduction on your listing, you're allowed to post it. That's why when you see agents posting just reduced or something, the registrants post them in the group chat because other agents, all they have to do is say, I would like that too. Could you make one with my information? And he'll post it for you, okay? But that's why they're all in the group chat. It's not just to appease that agent's mindset. It's for, does anyone else want it? Okay, he'll make it for you guys for your pages, okay? I've seen some light bulbs going off. But if you hit publish, just, okay. I got nothing. I got nothing. Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a bad chair.
We'll get rid of it.
Yeah.
So we.
That's all?
Yeah. Okay, so basically what you do is, so if you hit publish, that is the lazy way to do it. Okay.
It wasn't you. Who's doing that? Is that you? Probably.
So the proper way to do a Craigslist post is to go to edit post. What you want to do is you want to tab this down a couple of times and do something called space P space, like that. Space, or what is this thing? It's like a greater than sign, a less than sign?
Yeah.
I don't even know. And then I'm going to go to my KVCORE. I'm going to copy this link right here, right? So now it's copied down at the bottom. I'm going to go back to my Craigslist. I'm going to paste this in. Copy and paste this direct link into your browser. Oh my gosh, I cannot type. Browser to, oh my gosh, to get more info. And then you just Control V, and then bam. Let me do another one of these, because I like this to be a little lower. You have to do this P thing, otherwise it's gonna all blend together. So I'm just gonna show you what it looks like. Scroll on down, hit continue. Okay, see how it stayed at the top? Right?
Yes.
I'm gonna show you what it looks like if you don't do that P thing.
Okay, so the two P's?
Yeah, the two P's are creating your spaces in there.
From your experience with Craigslist, do you think there's like a lot of scam going on?
Oh, we generate shit tons of leads from the Craigslist.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah. So see what happens if you don't do the P thing? It kind of all blends together like horrible. It looks whack. So I'm gonna go back to edit post, and I like to do a couple of spaces, and then I'll just do this P thing. One underneath and one behind. The other thing is links are not clickable in Craigslist. So you have to tell people, otherwise they're gonna be like, I can't click the link, it's broken. Okay, you gotta literally tell people, copy and paste this direct link into your browser above to get more information. You can't just put the link, because they'll be like, the link doesn't work, it's probably a bad link or a scam. You gotta let them know to copy and paste it above to be able to get more information. If you don't do that, what they're gonna do is they're gonna call you and be like, hey, I saw your property on Craigslist, I'm interested. And you're gonna be like, well, I posted 100 of them. And the problem is this system doesn't have the address of the property. You tell me, when you get called on this property, how are you gonna decipher and find out which one it is?
It's a green bin.
No, you wouldn't.
Yeah, I don't put the address. I'm gonna when they call me, I'm gonna be like, well, it should say copy and paste this direct link into your browser to get more information. Take that link, copy it, put it in your browser, and guess what? You'll get some more information.
It's crazy. You gotta follow the instructions, and it tells you the price and everything.
It'll tell them everything, but it's also gonna capture them as a lead for you.
Oh man, I can start doing this.
So you're building what? You're building your CRM. You're building your database, and then you're building your retirement, because your CRM, your database is your retirement. That is one thing that if you ever leave this brokerage, you take your leads with you. You built them. I don't want your leads. I have too many of my own. It's a problem. You bring them with you. Bring them with you.
Any other broker will tell you that the leads remain with the broker.
Yes. So we're gonna try that.
Yeah.
They tried it until they were calling my leads. They were literally calling my leads, and my leads are telling them to fuck off. My leads are like mean. They're mean people. They're like, right into the work with you guys anymore. Fuck off. Oh. Okay. Hey, what's her name? Alexa? Hey, Alexa. Volume off. Siri, Alexa, Google is one of them. It's one of them. All right, so you got that. Now I'm going to dive into something totally different. Does anyone have any questions with any of that stuff so far? Alexa, off. Anyone have any questions on Zoom on any of that stuff? I want to dive into something really quick that's very important. Any questions, Zoom? Anything? Is there any chat?
No
that I missed?
questions.
You guys chatting? No one's chatting? Okay, cool. I'm not missing any chats.
So,
All right, very cool. All right, so we're gonna dive into something totally different. But I'm always in training. So my mentor taught me this yesterday. I'm gonna teach you guys. So we're gonna go to Zillow. A lot of people dread Zillow. I love Zillow because it's free leads. We're gonna go to, I just wanna get to a search box. Okay, cool. So here's a search box for it's not loading. There it goes, finally. I'm gonna change this up here. Instead of for sale, I'm gonna go to for rent. Okay. I'm gonna do the little down arrow. There it is, for rent, bam, done. All right. So it's gonna populate a whole bunch of for rent. Now there's a way in here to change it to by owner. We just gotta find that. For rent by owner. It was on here yesterday when we were playing with it. Let's see. Oh, I wonder if I can do it this way. By owner. Oh, that's tagging it for sale again. For rent. Here's
Isn't that
somewhere.
the tab that says other listings, others?
Yeah, it was here yesterday. It's gone. You see it? It's over here on the right-hand side?
It's usually there on the right. It says others.
I know, maybe they're working on it, or maybe I gotta go to rent. Let's see, rental, houses for sale, all rentals. Yeah, because we were literally playing with it yesterday.
I think it's
Apartments,
normally
no,
on the,
houses for-
Randy, I think it's normally on the first page.
Oh well. But basically what we need to do is, because I know it's under for sale. If you go to for sale and you go to buy owner, that's right here. That shows up just fine. I think they may be working on the site right now, because literally if I do that, the for sale one's the 76 on the right hand side. These are all for sale by owners. We want the for rent by owners, and it's literally not even popping down right now. So I think they may be working on it, because it was definitely here yesterday. But basically, what I want to open your mind up a little bit to is when you go through and you click on these, for example, let's say this one, added 2 minutes ago. 2 minutes ago, okay, house for rent. If you scroll on down right about, I may have overshot it already. Wait, there. Listing owner has chosen not to disclose their name. You have their phone number, okay? So what your pitch would be, and it's very brilliant, you want to reach out to ones that are not listed by a property manager, okay? And you want to go through and you want to just have a general conversation. There's a whole bunch of YouTube videos on certain pitches, are you guys sure you really want to rent this? The market is now. We're seeing the market as being one of the highest it's possibly been right now. And rates are going through. I have buyers that would be interested in buying this property, okay? If you really want to cash in and not be a landlord and have to deal with the washer and dryer breaking and all these items that landlords have to deal with, we can go through and get you a premium on this property, okay? A real good deal when you go through and you sell this. So you try to open their mind to selling. If they say, no, we really want to rent it on our own, okay? Well, if they go that route, okay, you could say, well, renting on your own is also kind of scary. Would you be interested in being connected to our property manager? We can go through, and I think you may be listing this a little bit too low, okay? I know that my girl can go ahead and put her little take, okay, 5, 7%, whatever it is, on top of this, and let her manage it for you, so you never have to manage it again, and you're making more money. How does that sound? Okay, make the connection. If they decide to go with the property manager route, okay, you'll go through and make $300, $400, whatever Valerie's paying for the property manager. You have two options. You can make either a quick listing, or you can make a quick $300 to $400. It's just an avenue for you guys.
So either list it or you refer to a property manager?
Property manager. Yeah, our property manager, just so you know, to not to like bolster her or brag her up, she can do that on her own. But through the entire pandemic, she had 100% pay rate. 100%. Okay. There's brokerages right down the road that have stupid clients, and they were averaging like 60, 70% pay rate. That means 30 to 40% just didn't pay. Can you imagine having a property manager that their job is to get the money, and they're just not collecting it? Our girl had 100% all the way through the pandemic. So if you really want someone who's gonna fight for you, I don't know what she does, or she got the fucking mob style or something.
How's the owner gonna screen the client? You know, about the
Exactly.
background check.
So you gotta give them a little bit of fear, okay? We've heard horror stories, and you hear third-party stories. You hear third-party stories.
I love it.
We've heard horror stories where people going through during like the pandemic, for example, okay? They thought they did good by screening on their own, okay? They did little credit checks and stuff like that. But long story short, they found out when they had a tenant in there for 6, 7, 8 months, 9 months, a year that did not pay, and then the state went through and hired the tenant an attorney to professionally swat. So now you're not getting any rent, and then you have the state defending the squatter.
Yeah.
Okay, you want to make sure that doesn't happen to you. Okay, so you have two options: you can sell it, or we can go through and we can hire you a proper management company.
All right. So then you just go to the for sale by owners, and then how do you check if they don't have a property manager? Or how do you know?
That was the thing. There was a little thing on here yesterday. It's freaking crazy. It was literally showing for rent by owner, just like for sale by owner popped in.
Yeah.
For rent had their own by owner area, and it's gone now. I don't know what's going on.
To the salary, and you could also just ask them, hey, if I bring you a buyer, would you take permission? Keep it nice, short, and simple, right?
You could. I have a ton of buyers that would be interested in buying this property. Why are you renting it? If I can get you a cash offer today, would you be interested?
Okay.
Okay. Bam. And then now you're opening up your pool of inventory. And basically, if you get one that's like that, you reach out to everyone in the group chat. Hey, I have one that we can sell right now. It's not on the market. It's completely off the market. They're willing to do a 3% commission. If you want to cut me in for 1.5, will you make 1.5? It's a deal that's completely off market. We just put it together. There's so many ways to make money in real estate.
Because I also get like those random texts where investors say like, hey, do you have any off property?
Absolutely. I have 50 of them.
Okay.
Or in this case, I have 2,176 off market. They don't even know they want to sell yet. It's crazy. So you have the ability to go through it and really hound a different market. So as an agent, your job is to find properties. Okay. A lot of people are not tapping into the rental market. These are people that are I don't know. I just clicked way the hell. I'm in Utah. I'm going to the Bermuda now. But these are people that are probably just trying to rent. Brandon, you're going to get some that are property managers. You're like, what are you doing? Stop. Hang up the phone and call the next one. Yes. But if you would like to sell this, I could probably get you a cash offer. Name your price. Let's go from there. Okay. The goal is to really try to get it listed.
Which is true, you can, because here's the thing, you don't have to use it necessarily. If you can get that property, there are gonna be thousands of investors, wholesalers, that they want it like right there. And if it's off market, it's even more appealing for some reason.
Yep.
So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to show you guys that little tidbit. I thought it was really cool in the training that I was in. But if you guys have any questions, shoot me a message. Shoot on any of you guys on Zoom have anything you want to share? Did you learn anything?
Show me more.
Yeah, I love that rent.
You got some learning going on, some light bulbs going on?
Most
I
definitely.
like it. All right, guys. That's my class for the day. If you have any questions that you didn't ask, just shoot me a message, shoot me an email.
Bye guys, I love you. I need
Ciao.
you to show up.
Ciao, ciao.